Hey guys, guess what day it is? That's right, it's Let Astrid Give You Motion Sickness While She Shows You Her Plants Day! Yeah! So the first thing I want to show you is my terrarium. This terrarium is a 2-gallon glass jar I got at Walmart for like 15 bucks. Rocks on the bottom, activated charcoal after that, and soil on top. And look at what the white balance does with my stupid arm. Jesus. Anyway, and then plants on top. It's really cool. It's just took off like amazingly well, and I've been starting to take little starts off the tops of my plants and just pop them along the side so I can watch their roots grow, and boy are they growing. Let's see, I wanted to have this side facing the sun. Anyway, these plants are hypoestus. When they receive adequate sunlight, the leaves turn pink. When they receive inadequate sunlight, the leaves grow in green. This plant has been in a kind of dim room, so it has been getting insufficient sunlight, and I'm hoping with adequate sunlight it will get that pink color back in again, hence its close proximity to the window. Alright, let's have a look inside. Whoops. So the cool thing about my terrarium is that I don't have to water it on a regular basis. In fact, I don't water it at all anymore. I simply leave the lid on and it creates its little ecosystem. It condenses at the top like a cloud, comes down, and these plants don't mind having wet feet, which means waterlogged roots, so they just, they're really hard to kill. This started with 6 original plants like planted around, and it was very sparse on the bottom, but as the plants got too tall, I would simply pinch the tops of the plants off and poke them down in the soil. I even had some unintentional plants start growing because I would like pull a dead leaf off and throw it on the ground. Instead of dying, it would put down roots and become another plant. So these guys are hard to kill. In fact, I think in Australia they're an invasive species and people like can't make them die. So for a terrarium plant, pretty dang good. Let's see. When these get too tall, what you need to do is pinch the tops off. So I'm going to try to not drop my phone into my plants. So basically you just reach in here and you pinch the middle of this, and then what should happen ideally is that now instead of a single stem growing off of this, 2 adjacent stems will come off the side, and this will become bushier and wider as opposed to taller and leggier. My best example of this working is right here. I think this is one of the original plant. No, this is not one of the original plants. But anyway, this one, I pinched the middle here, and now 2 little growths are coming up the middle. And once this gets a bit bigger, I'm going to pinch this little middle from each one here, and we'll get a bushier plant rather than a skinnier, awkwarder plant. Yeah. That's my terrarium of pink hypoestus plants. Now let's have a look-see at my orchids. So, orchids, as with all houseplants I suppose, have a learning curve, and I did a really good job of nearly killing the shit out of my orchids when I first got them. This is my first orchid, and I waterlogged the roots so badly that they all died, but as you can see, 1, 2, 3, 4 new air roots have grown, 4 new leaves have grown since I got it. In September, it's almost a year. That's not amazing progress, but it's progress, and it's growing. And now I have it in proper potting medium in a clear pot so I can see the roots now, not that it has any underground roots, and know that they're developing fine. This one, for example, has some roots, and this is the whole point of using plastic to keep them, is so that you can see the roots. When they're kind of greenish like this, you'll know they have enough water. When they're silvery like this, you'll know that they're a little thirsty. And orchids, you just water with, these are Phalaenopsis. Phalaenopsis, you get a bucket or a decorative jar, whatever, you put the orchid in up to the neck right here, about this high, and you just soak it with water for half an hour to 40 minutes and take it out, and then it's happy. I also, because my orchids only have air roots like this one and this one, except this one's setting some stuff down now, because they have mostly air roots, I spray the air roots with water every day now, so they'll get a little misting, a little water, and the leaves won't get wrinkly like this, because once they're wrinkly like this, they're never going to look smooth and pretty again, which isn't nice. But this one has these nice firm leaves, and it's doing really great, so yeah. This was the first for my aunt. This is the second I bought. This is a rescue. So this one is going to have white flowers with purple centers. This one is going to have white flowers with beautiful purple spots, and this one is a mystery because my friend gave it to me as a rescue from a cluttered home. Now I'll take you to my Oncidium, and I'm covering the screen so I don't give you horrendous whiplash. Alright, so this is my actually Odontocidium. This one I actually knew the species, and it is an Odontoglossum and Oncidium hybrid. It's called Odontocidium Wildcat. So if you happen to think this is gorgeous and you want to buy one online, just look up Odontocidium Wildcat, and I'll put that below if you want. This one is a little bit different from the Phalaenopsis, as you can see, because this has pseudobulbs and the leaf growth is slightly different. So the roots are also very different. So it takes a little bit different watering, and I water this one twice a week for about 3 hours of soaking, and then I let it rest. So let me just take you up the flowers. These flowers on most orchids last upwards of a month, so once they're in bloom, they're going to be in bloom for a long time and give you lots of beautiful, happy joy in your room. Yeah, so this is my Odontocidium Wildcat, and maybe I'll make more orchid videos if you happen to like this, but there's already plenty of those to go around with So Neaty and Danny Orchid Girl, or the Orchid Girl, I forget her screen name, but I'll put them below. Anyway, thanks for looking at my nails, thanks for watching about my plants, and I hope you have a great day. Bye!